In this video, I'll be showing you my N64 collection. These are all the games I have for the N64. Now, I do have more games for the N64, but I did lose a lot of my cartridges, so I will be also talking about the games that I do have for the N64, but I lost the cartridges. So anyway, let's get started with the video. Now, the first game I have for the N64 is Pokemon Stadium. Now, Pokemon Stadium is actually nothing like any of the Pokemon games in the series. Basically, it's just a Pokemon battle simulator. You just battle different types of Pokemon against each other, and there's really no story mode to bog down the actual game. It's just straight to the point, what you expect with Pokemon, battling Pokemon, and that's what Pokemon Stadium is. Now, you do have different modes in this game. You can actually, get different badges on like a ladder system. You can play mini games, and one other cool thing about this cartridge is that if you actually had like a little accessory that came with this game, you can actually play your red, blue, and yellow cartridges on your TV, which was pretty cool back in the day. And you can also actually import them. If you didn't want to play the actual games on the TV, what you could do is you can actually import your Pokemon team from red and blue straight to the cartridge instead of renting the Pokemon. You can play them on the actual cartridge, which is very cool. That's Pokemon Stadium. The next game I have is Star Wars. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. Now, I can't tell you a lot about this game because I really didn't play it. I think I picked this up for like maybe $1 or $2. That's the reason I have it. It was just cheap. And that's it. Another game I have for my system is Armorines. I think that's how you pronounce it. Same thing with Star Wars. I really didn't play this one, but I got it cheap for about $1 or $2, so it's in my collection. Now, some other games I have, but I'm missing the cartridges at the moment. I do have a Super Mario 64. Now, Super Mario 64 is the first 3D Mario game in the series. A lot of people actually say that Super Mario 64 is the best one in the whole entire series, or one of the best ones in the series because it was a 3D Mario game, and at the time there was really no 3D games that actually had big open worlds, nothing like Super Mario at the time, and it was really revolutionary at the time. The graphics were just good, and it was one of the first games to actually utilize a analog stick at the time, so that was really a big deal. Getting to control a character on the screen with an analog stick instead of a D-pad really changed the whole experience. Now, they do actually make Super Mario 64 remake on the DS, but their DS remake fails only on one thing. It fails because there's no analog stick on the original DS, which kind of sucks. So I definitely suggest picking that game up on the N64 if you can get it. But overall, it's one of my favorite Mario games in the whole entire series. Would I say it's my favorite? That's really hard to say because there's so many good Mario games out there, but that is definitely one of my favorite Mario games in the whole entire series. Now, another game I do have Mario Kart 64. Again, like Super Mario 64, a lot of people say that's one of the best ones in this series. Do I say it's the best one for me? I think it's one of the top three Mario Kart games. It's definitely revolutionary. It is the second one to come out in the whole entire Mario Kart franchise. It had some of the best tracks and some of the best music of all. Definitely a very good karting game. If you like Mario Kart, definitely don't skip out on Mario Kart 64. A very good Mario Kart game. Another game I do have for the N64, I do have Pokemon Stadium 2. Now, Pokemon Stadium 2 is much like the first Pokemon Stadium. They didn't really change too much of the game. You still don't have a story mode like the traditional Pokemon games. You still just battle monsters. And you do also have a mini game mode where you can play mini games with your friend or the computer. Now, I'm not quite sure about this, but I do know the reason they made Pokemon Stadium is because they actually put Generation 2 Pokemon Stadium in it instead of the Generation 1, so they did update the Pokemon that are in the game. Now, I'm not quite sure if you can actually import your Pokemon to it or whatnot. I did play that when I was a kid and I did love it. Now, I do think Generation 1 and Generation 2 Pokemon are in Pokemon Stadium 2, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure if they have added the old Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium 2, but I did know they did update the roster. Now, another game I do have on the N64, I do have a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now, Ocarina of Time is a very, very good game, very awesome. Definitely one of the best Zelda games in the series. A very good classic if you love Zelda. Definitely don't pass out on that game. Nothing to really say about that game. Definitely check it out. Now they do have a remake on the 3DS. I haven't actually had a chance to play the remake on the 3DS, but I suppose it's probably a little bit better than the Ocarina of Time on N64 because the graphics are going to be a little bit better. But definitely a good game. Now another game I have for the N64, I do have a Star Fox 64, another classic for the N64. Definitely check it out if you love space shooters or if you love flying planes. Definitely a very good game. Again, they did release a remake on the 3DS, so definitely check that out. Again, I really haven't actually played the remake on the 3DS, but again, I'm supposing it's going to be a little bit better because of the graphical capabilities of the 3DS are of course better than the N64. Now, I do have Mario Party 1 and 2 on the N64. Very good games. Those are some of the best Mario Party games to date. Even better than some of the ones on the Wii, I would actually have to say. After about Mario Party 5 or 6, they actually started to become a little repetitive and they're really running out of ideas on the mini games, especially the new ones. Definitely, if you can play some of the older ones on N64 or GameCube, definitely check those out. You cannot go wrong with the Mario Party series up until the new ones. But that's basically been my N64 collection. Peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next review. I'm out.